Trump wins. Trump wins. I mean, look, we're Canadians. We're Canadians, but I got to say, it's the biggest news story in the world today. That's it. It's the biggest news. Is it financial news? Does it apply economically to Canada? Economically to this country? Probably, but not in the way sometimes people want to assume. Although I get a lot of Canadians are upset. A lot of Canadians are upset that Trump has won. It's fine. Like, we shouldn't be upset. You know, one of my real mentors once said to me that worrying about stuff you have absolutely no control over is unwise and useless. So we're Canadians. We don't vote in the U.S. election. And we got a lot on our own plates about elections in the future. We got a lot to worry about on our own elections. So Trump wins, and life will go on, even if people are upset. The ones that I find is incredible are two groups: the people in America who say they're going to now move to Canada. Have you seen the fucking price of houses in most of Canada these days? If you want to move to Toronto or Vancouver, you're in a world of hurt. Like, these are still batshit crazy house prices here. So for the people who want to flee their own country, I say, don't flee. Stay in your country. If you're that excited, work for change. Work for change in the future. That's the right approach. And for Canadians who say, well, if Trump's the president, I'm never going to visit there again. Don't do that. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. It's a beautiful country. 98% of the people are some of the finest people in the world. Okay, they're great people. That's a great country. I never want to think that I could never play golf in Florida again, or I could never eat a taco in San Diego again, or that I could never just go across I could never see a football game in Pittsburgh again. Like, seriously. I mean, these are pleasures we could all enjoy. So it's a great country, maybe the greatest in the world. I love my country, Canada, but America, something special. Great people. So everybody don't lose their mind over Trump winning the presidency. He won before. He did win before. The world did not end. I know, but everybody thinks it will this time. But no, please calm yourselves. Everybody, Canada, calm down. What's the effects of the mortgage market? Probably not much. There's going to be a lot of bouncing around in U.S. Treasuries for the next little while. A lot of people trying to guess directions. It'll be right up to the inauguration. Right, it'll calm down after a few. The bouncing around in Treasuries, U.S. Treasuries, will calm down. Jerome Powell's going to keep announcing the cuts. Just he doesn't pay any attention to Trump. He really doesn't. It's not like Canada. He really, really doesn't. He doesn't give a shit. Okay. Jerome Powell's a gunslinger. He doesn't give a shit. So he's going to do what he's going to do. U.S. Treasuries are going to go where they're going to go. There's going to be a lot of action. It'll settle down after a few weeks, maybe even after a week. And there'll be more news after the inauguration. There'll be new Treasury secretaries put in. There'll be new policies developed. We'll have to see what happens. But that's in the future. That's in the spring. And let's just worry about Canada. Canada, there's a lot going on. The cuts are clear in Canada. Everything won't change tomorrow because Trump will become the president again in January. The whole world won't change for us here in Canada. Don't worry. Be calm. Analyze. Consider. But you can't change it. So don't let it eat away at you. Pointless. We will see something by the end of next year. Some policies will change. We'll see what the impact of Canada is on renegotiating free trade. Try that one. Free trade in 2026. The negotiations will reopen. We have to see what happens there. No way of knowing right now. And there will be some unknowns, but they're unknown. So don't panic. Don't be upset. Don't think the world's coming to an end. The world is not coming to an end. Things will be different. We'll have to see what happens in the spring when all of Trump's government's put in place. and we'll know more. But don't assume the worst. Don't plan for the best, okay? But don't assume the worst. And folks, there's a lesson here. The important lesson is that voting matters, politics matters. Pay attention to Canadian politics. Vote in Canadian elections at all levels, municipal, provincial, federal for sure. There will be an election in 2025. There will be for sure an election in Canada for the federal government in 2025. And this tells you it's important. It's real important. So pay attention to politics. Get out and vote for our country's elections. And understand that if you work at it, there can be change. There can be change.